Philip Greene. Philip Greene's topic is water quality. Is Philip Greene in the chamber?
Thank you, Council. I'm sure you're all aware of recent drug recalls, particularly Vioxx was recently recalled after clinical studies found an increase in heart attacks and strokes. Well, there have been no clinical studies for hydrofluorosilicic acid. Hydrofluorosilicic acid has not been approved by the FDA as a drug, and it is a drug. It is being used to treat the disease of dental caries, which any dentist will tell you is a disease. It has been used as a drug to treat hyperthyroidism at relatively low levels of 2 to 10 parts per million. The NRC NAS reports that looked into calcium fluoride and sodium grade fluoride of medical grade showed links to not only mental disorders, diabetic complications, GI disorders, endocrine and thyroid dysfunction, as well as skeletal disease. And this was at relatively low levels, 2 to 4 parts per million. The report goes on to say on page 576 that this report does not examine the health risks or benefits of artificially fluoridated water that millions of Americans drink, end quote. That's because the report was looking at calcium fluoride and medical grade sodium fluoride. The substance that Austin adds to its drinking water is hydrofluorosilicic acid. It has not been approved by the FDA. It is being used as a drug. It is not safe. It is not effective. We spend hundreds of thousands of dollars every year to prevent dental caries with a non-FDA approved drug with no control of dosage that has been stated by the CDC is predominantly effective through topical application, not ingestion. The little data that we do have on hydrofluorosilicic acid comes from the MSDS report released by the company. It states, prolonged or repeated overexposure to fluoride compounds may cause fluorosis, changes in the skeletal system consisting of osteosclerosis and osteomalacia, and by mottled discoloration enamel of the teeth. Symptoms may include bone and joint pain and limited range of motion. Conditions aggravated by exposure, not overexposure, may include skin and respiratory-like, asthma-like disorders. That's from the MSDS report from the company. That's the warning that you refused to present to the public of Austin. That's the warning that you refused to inform parents that their children are being poisoned by this substance, that the public at large is being poisoned by this substance, that the own company admits is toxic. This is a quote from the Environmental Protection Agency. A recent animal study conducted by scientists at the Environmental Protection Agency, this is Varner 1998, reported that exposure to just 1 part per million of fluoride caused kidney damage in rats.
Thank you, Mr. Greene.
1 part per million.